Welcome to the South Carolina Teaching Standards Training Day 3. This is Faye Colley with the Office of Educator Effectiveness and Leadership Development. You are about to learn the environment rubric. Please take a moment to read these research quotes that support the environment rubric. For this portion, make sure you have your SCTS 4.0 rubric. After looking at the rubric, I want you to be able to answer the question, what connections do you see with the instruction domain? This is the environment domain. On the screen, you will see the environment indicator. The environment domain has 4 indicators: expectations, managing student behavior, environment, and respectful culture. When you look at the rubric, remember to focus on the proficient column. The proficient column corresponds to rock-solid teaching, or, as research shows, produces a year's worth of student growth. I will now model for you how to pull keywords or descriptors from the environment domain, environment indicator, to another descriptor and indicator in the instruction domain. This is Faye Colley again with the Office of Educator Effectiveness and Leadership Development. So I'm going to show you real quick how to make connections in the rubric between the environment domain and the indicators inside the environment domain with the other indicators in the instruction domain. So let me show my screen. All right, up here I have on the left side, I already pulled the environment rubric. It's showing here on your screen the indicators, expectations, and managing student behavior. On the right side, you will see that I pulled up the instruction rubric, and it shows the indicators, standards, and objectives, and motivating students. So to start with my example of how I connect these indicators and descriptors from the environment domain, I'll move to this. Okay, under expectations, I see this descriptor and I want to make sure that I am on proficient, because proficient is rock solid teaching, and 4 is just a room to grow our already proficient teachers. So I see this descriptor, teacher sets high and demanding academic expectations for every student. When I switch over to the instruction rubric, under standards and objectives indicator, I see under proficient column the 4th descriptor, which also talks about expectations. Expectations for student performance are clear, demanding, and high. So I'll go ahead and highlight that. So it shows that these two are connected. I'm going to give you one more example. Let's look at the environment rubric, managing student behavior indicator. And let's see, I look at the proficient column and I see this descriptor. The teacher uses several techniques such as intrinsic motivation, social approval, contingent activities, and consequences to maintain appropriate student behavior. So I'll go ahead and highlight that. And I'll highlight it a different color so that you know which ones I'm exactly matching. And here for motivating students indicator under the instruction domain, let's see. I see this third descriptor under the proficient column, where it says the teacher regularly reinforces and rewards effort. So those two are definitely connected. So for your work tied to practicing making connections to the environment rubric and the instruction rubric, I'll pull your homework and I'll make this bigger so you can see it. You will see that you have your instructions, but all you have to do is label them properly, what indicator you found, and what descriptor you found under the environment domain, and then what it matches with under the instruction domain. And again, for this homework, there's an example on the sheet where I am showing you how I made those connections between the two domains. And that's your quick tutorial on how to make connections between the environment domain and the instruction domain. You've just finished watching the overview of the SCTS 4.0 environment domain. Please work on the Day 3 Evaluator Mini Session 1 Environment Rubric Review in your participant packet, and also watch the 4 environment rubric clips and respond to the corresponding Day 3 Evaluator Mini Session 1 Rubric Clips Review in your participant packet.